Hello friends, welcome to another Lissa video. Today let's talk about what to do when you slip up on your healthy lifestyle. Now in the past, before I became a raw vegan, I would constantly try to be a raw vegan. I found that there were 4 things that were the cause of many of my slip-ups. The first is hunger, the second is stress, the third would be boredom, and the fourth would be social situations. So if you find that you are craving or you're going to slip up, think about why. Why are you feeling these things? Why did you slip up, or why do you feel like you are going to slip up, and find the solution. If you're hungry, then eat. Eat something raw. If you're hungry more often throughout, in the evening or like after lunch, evening time when, the cravings start to come up and dinner being the hardest, make sure that you eat enough through the day. If you feel that your slip up was due to hunger, make sure that you eat more during the day and make sure that you keep up on your snacks. We always want to have our gas tank full, so taking snacks with you like bananas, cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, grapes, anything that you can keep in a little container and eat. Even if you're not hungry, just make sure that you let your body know that you're thinking about it and eat a couple hundred calories every couple hours. In between breakfast and lunch and dinner, just get in that little extra is really going to help with cravings and really going to help prevent any slip-ups. Now, if you slipped up because you were hungry and you just ate whatever, take that into account, forgive yourself, obviously, and recognize why you slipped up. If you're hungry, then tomorrow, make sure that you take enough food, make sure that you eat enough, and keep your fat intake low. Again, you want to be able to eat a lot of carbohydrates, so keeping your fat on the low end will help you to eat a lot more carbohydrates in the form of fruits and vegetables. This will really help if the reason you slipped up was because you were hungry. And the second reason why slip-ups happen is stress. I hear this all the time. People say, well, I was raw vegan for a couple months or a year or whatever, and then my dad got sick, or my boyfriend left me, or my kids were going through this thing. There are always stresses in your life. There's always going to be stress in your life, and there's no real way around it. Raw food doesn't take away the stress, but it really helps you cope with the stress. So if stress is in your life, there's no reason to slip up. We like to slip up. We like to comfort ourselves with food like pizza, chips, whatever. If you feel like having all of this cooked comfort food, this is causing you to stay where you are or get worse if you are gaining weight because of the food choices that you're having, and along with the stress that's causing weight gain. We want to make sure that we take that into account. Again, forgive yourself. If you slipped up because of stress, that's okay. Tell yourself you're going to do better next time, and recognize the reason why you slipped up. If it was stress, then think about ways that you can de-stress that don't involve food. So yoga, meditation, go for a run, have some exercise, talk to a friend, go take a nap, have a bath, go lay out in the sun. Do whatever you feel you would like to do to de-stress yourself so that you don't fall back on eating food. Now, a lot of times, if you're stressed out and hungry, this can cause a problem because people don't really realize if it's because of the stress or the hunger. So if you're stressed out and hungry, just go grab a couple bananas, eat those, and then go do some meditation to de-stress yourself. So we don't want to be relying on comfort foods to de-stress. We want to find other ways. And again, if you slip up because of stress, just forgive yourself and learn some de-stressing techniques that you can use to replace the need for comfort food. Third reason why people slip up, they're bored. Boredom is a big reason why people eat. They're either lonely, bored, or they find that their diet isn't interesting enough, so they will go back to what they were eating before, which is not helpful. So if you slipped up because you were bored, again, forgive yourself and find ways to entertain yourself that don't involve food. So you might want to, again, go exercise, do some yoga, find a hobby. If you're bored of your diet, find new recipes, get creative in the kitchen, make new meals, find some new fallback 5 recipes that can help you to alleviate that boredom. Again, talk to some friends, go out, have some fun, which leads us into the final reason why a lot of people slip up is because of social situations. We do want to go hang out with our friends. We want to chew together. We want to eat the same things. We want to enjoy the same things together. But we need to change our mindset on that. If you slipped up because of social situation, forgive yourself and resolve to do better next time. And this isn't to say to use the next time as a justification or say, oh, I slipped up before, but I'll do it one more time this time. We have to actually resolve to say, no, next time I go out with friends, I am going to make sure that I eat before I go out and choose something a lot healthier at the restaurant. You can go online if you know which restaurant that you're going to. You can call ahead. You can check out their menu and see what they're having. You can bring your own salad dressing and just get a huge plate of lettuce and cabbage or something. Add your own dressing to it. You're being an example to your friends and family and people that you're around. So you want to make sure that you stick to your word and that you always make those constant decisions in front of them so they realize that you're serious. And they may, in turn, be more likely to go to a raw vegan friendly restaurant or even just a vegan friendly restaurant. These people are watching you. So resolve, if you did slip up, resolve that you want to be an example to your friends and family. And maybe that will help you in the future. Again, hungry, eat before you go out. If you're stressed out, find ways to de-stress. If you're bored, get creative, find a hobby, do something in the meantime that it does not revolve around food, and be an example to your friends. If you slip up, don't tell yourself that you're bad, because you're not bad. You just had a slip up. The best thing that you can do is to resolve to change. The Greek word for repent is metanoia, which means to change your mindset. So we want to change our mindset. We want to make sure that we do better next time. And the next time isn't always easy, because the next time you do get into one of those situations, it's hard. It really, really is hard to stay true to what you believe is the healthy diet for you. So when you do get into that situation, try to calm yourself and say, the last time that this happened, I told myself that it was the last time. I told myself that I wasn't going to eat this whatever again. So honor yourself. Say, I told myself I was the last time, so that had to be the last time. Be true to yourself. Don't cheat on yourself. And make sure that you just choose something different. You'll be so happy that you did. You'll feel great and you'll be proud of yourself, which is what you want to feel instead of feeling guilty and regretful. Start again right away. Don't write off the day because you had something bad at breakfast. Have a great lunch and a great dinner and keep going from there. We like to write off the day or the week or the month or the holiday or whatever because we feel it justifies us. We are, feeling guilty and regretful. And then we think, oh, well, I ruined breakfast, so I might as well ruin lunch and dinner. Or I ruined lunch, might as well just eat whatever for dinner. Or another one that I used to do when I was, eating really bad, I would start eating a bag of chips and think, oh, I really shouldn't be eating these, but I'll finish the whole bag because I bought it, I spent money on it, I should finish it, and that was just a justification to eat the rest. So when you have that slip up and you recognize it, you could throw away the bag of chips, give it away, get rid of it. If you slip up for breakfast, just, move on to lunch and move on to dinner, and don't write off the day because you're worth it. Don't write off yourself. Each day is a chance to change and a chance to make healthy decisions for yourself. Recognize that healthy eating is a form of self-love. Instead of thinking of a reward, like say, having a pizza on Friday night is an act of self-love, it isn't actually, because we have this twisted view of self-love that, we need to treat ourselves to these things, but actually we need to treat ourselves to healthy raw food. So if you're stressed out or you need a treat or whatever, think of a big gigantic raw salad or your vegan meal that's high raw. Just think of that as being a reward because you're rewarding yourself for, being awesome. You want to make sure that you eat healthy foods, which is, in my opinion, one of the highest forms of self-love. So if you believe in self-love, make sure that you eat really healthy foods and keep that going every single day. And if you do slip up, and you need a little help because maybe you're feeling a little gassy, a little bloated, maybe you're constipated and you feel really crappy, I highly recommend doing an enema. That can help to get things moving in your colon, help to release anything that could be blocked in there. If you're having a lot of gas, an enema can really help with that. Now, that said, I don't want you guys to rely on an enema as, you know, a justification for eating crappy food, like thinking, oh, well, if I eat this and I feel crappy, I'll just do an enema. That's not what we want to think. We want to think, well, oh, I slipped up and I'm feeling crappy. I'm going to do this enema because that's going to help me move through this, but I'm going to learn my lesson and I'm not going to do it again. I'm going to constantly make those healthy choices. So if you do slip up and you're feeling kind of crappy, drinking a lot of water and doing some enemas might help with that. But again, we want to avoid that as much as possible. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please click like and subscribe to my channel to get notifications for more. You can find me on Facebook at Lissa's Raw Food Romance, on Instagram at Raw Food Romance, and on Snapchat, Lissa Raw Vegan. Now, if you guys are bored and you need new recipes, I do have my dips and dressings recipe book. It's got 117 dips and dressings that you can add to your raw salads. You can eat vegetables with them, and they're all really super healthy. Lots of no fat and low fat versions so that you can include those in higher quantities. You can eat a lot more food with that. And there are some higher fat ones that you want to use sparingly and just enjoy here and there. But definitely they're still okay to have on an 80-10-10 diet, just eat a little bit less. And so if you do, you can head over to this link right here or the link in the description below, payhip.com/rawfoodromance, and you can grab yourself an e-copy. You can also get printed versions on Amazon. Just head over to Amazon and search for Plant-Based Dips and Dressings by Melissa Raimondi. So until the next video, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and fruit on.